Thank you for telling Joe Douglas I said hello, and he came on the show yesterday. It was a.
How was it? I didn't get a chance to see it, so I apologize.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I told him at one point, as I was walking through the draft choices, one greatest hit after another, that it sounded like that old Chris Farley Saturday Night Live sketch saying, "You remember that time when you drafted Garrett Wilson at 10? That was awesome."
That was awesome.
And then Jermaine Johnson dropped and you traded to go get him. That was awesome. Like that's what it sounded like, Daniel.
That's fantastic. I know they're excited. I know. I think it was Rich Cimini tweeted it out this morning. I was just kind of scrolling through Twitter, and he put out their too deep offensively. And if you were to go back and compare that to what it looked like a couple years ago, man, it is night and day.
No, and I know that you're friendly with Joe, but I mean, would you, in all seriousness, say the Jets had the best draft of anyone? We all understand it takes a while to have it all come out in the wash, but best draft out of Vegas, is it the New York Jets, Daniel Jeremiah?
Yeah, I mean, look, you start with just the number of picks they had. So, they should have had the best draft, and they absolutely, in my opinion, 100% did have the best draft. And he did a brilliant job of kind of maneuvering around, and being aggressive when you needed to be. I didn't think he had to overpay for those, though, to go get Jermaine Johnson and to get Breece Hall. And they needed guys they needed difference makers. They needed guys that you could quantify, what they mean to the team. You're going to be able to watch Jets games next year, and you're going to see touchdowns and sacks and interceptions and, big-time runs. You're going to be able to kind of quantify the change and the difference because they have spent some time really, working on the trenches the last couple of years. Now you're going to get a chance to watch that as a fan and really be able to see numbers associated with their improvement. And
what sort of rookie season do you think Breece Hall can have? I mean, can he? All right, we all know big-time backs come from the second round. Yeah. What about him? What do you think?
Yeah, he's really talented. I mean, you run 4.39 at 217 pounds. Damn. You can catch the ball out of the backfield. You're excellent in the pass protection. The only thing that I would think could limit some of the numbers is they have a stable of backs, and that's kind of the 49er way, the Shanahan way, as they're going to roll those guys through. And, Michael Carter, he's a good player, as you saw last year. So he's going to get some carries and some touches as well. I bet you he has a very high average per carry, and I bet you he catches a good number of balls in that offense next year. I think he'll have a really good year.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.